So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has finally come to an end, and I'm already thinking about the next Mario Kart game because we haven't had a proper game that's on a console in, wow, like almost 10 years. Now obviously we don't know how many tracks we will have in the next game, but I do think there's a chance that we'll be getting more than 32 tracks because there's more retros to choose from. Before we get into that, I want to suggest new course ideas for the next game. First one I like to see is a course using black and white art style. I feel like Nintendo can come up with really unique obstacles and background to make it stand out. Another one is based off of Super Mario Odyssey Kingdom, for example Wooded and Lost Kingdom, because Nintendo has done that in the past, like Tick-Tock Clock, which is based on a Mario 64 level, and I feel like there's so much potential for them. Or how about making a crossover with Kirby, since they've done with Legend of Zelda and Animal Crossing before, why not? We've seen what Nintendo can do to a bathroom course, so why not do one based on a bedroom? You can have pencils on a desk, make the blanket wavy, I don't know, you can go all for it with this idea. The last one is a bit silly, and that is a theme about movies. It would be interesting that you drive through the theater and eventually go into the big screen itself and drive from there. It sounds crazy and I don't know if it'll translate well into a track, but why not since Nintendo made driving through a shopping mall possible. Alright, now we get into the retros and we'll be starting off with 8. The first one I'd obviously pick is Mount Wario since it's top tier and everyone loves it. Second, although it's a crossover track, I want Big Blue to come back honestly since it's my second favorite track of all time. Other ones I'd include is Toad Harbor and Cloud Top Cruise. If Swamp Ruins gets in, I won't complain. Moving on to Tour, I know the city tracks are pretty divisive among the community, but I love them because they have a different feel to them. But before that, I want Piranha Plant Pipeline to return because I don't want that track stuck in a mobile game forever. The city track I really want them to return is Singapore Speedway because that course is just amazing. Other ones I'd bring back are New York Minute and Athens Dash to improve the graphics at least. And for a non-city track, probably Squeaky Clean Sprint so they could fix some of the shortcuts to make it feel more natural to drive. Next is 7. Man, did they miss on so many tracks and they had to pick Toad Circuit and Rosalina's Ice World. I question you sometimes, Nintendo. Anyway, bring back Wario's Shipyard because that's peak anti-gravity material right there. And for a simpler track, I say Shy Guy Bazaar. It's bizarre that Nintendo didn't include this in the Booster Course pass, but I digress. One more is Maka Woohoo. I feel like with a remake, they could change the cave section on lap 2 to being inside of a volcano, since that was one of the coolest parts of Wii Sports Resort. Wii. Wow, did this DLC pander to Wii fans too much. Seriously, I do not need to see Coconut Malt and Koopa Cake butchered again. Instead, I want ones that haven't been remade yet, except in Tour. Dry Dry Ruins to me is the best desert track, and with a remake, they have potential to make the temple section more awesome. Another one is Bowser's Castle, since it's probably the most complex Bowser's Castle track, and I simply love it. Wait, oh my goodness, I can't forget about Toad Factory. Why haven't you remade this track, Nintendo? Do it now! I don't care for the circuit tracks because they're so goddamn boring. DS. I swear, they're gonna bring back Waluigi Pinball again. SMH my head. I still don't understand why they didn't brought back Airship Fortress since that's a fan favorite, but I guess they remade Mario Circuit since they haven't been remade yet. Anyway, I picked that. I feel like Luigi's Mansion with a remake can make the track look more spookier, so that's another one. Lastly, Delphino Square can be cool since they can use the dockyard for something since no one ever takes it. Double Dash. I am so pissed that Nintendo never brought back Wario Coliseum or Mushroom City for the DLC. Like, these are fan favorites and you decided to pander to Wii fans. I'm sorry, I'm just so pissed still that we got a lot of lame choices. Obviously bring back Wario Coliseum, but I kinda wanna see Mushroom Bridge be remade again since DS kinda ruined it by blocking the bridge. And I would say Mushroom City, but Nintendo wants their track selection to be more diverse, meaning they try to avoid the same name or theme as possible. Super Circuit. Okay, so I'm pissed how they remade Sky Garden and Sunset Wilds because Nintendo screwed up so bad that it made many fans disappointed. If they're going to fix it, then I think they should bring back. But I mostly want Lakeside Park and Bowser Castle 4 since those ones have already been remade in Tour, and I don't want to see it go to waste, seeing the hard work they've done. The other selection maybe is Yoshi Desert. I wouldn't mind that as well. 64. Now this is very hard to pick because there's only one track that haven't been remade, and that is Wario Stadium, and I'm curious to see if they're ever going to remake it, but because I want Wario Coliseum to return, that won't likely happen. If I had to pick, honestly, probably Moo Moo Farm, DK's Jungle Parkway. Actually wait, that big ramp can be used for the glider section, and Banshee Boardwalk can work, seeing as the DS version worked. And finally, Super Mario Kart. After seeing the Bowser Castle 3 glow up, I want to see other SNES tracks get a big glow up. And I think Choco Island 1 deserves a remake because I think with the theming, you can make the course actually set on an island where you can see water in the background and possibly make the course elevated. Or bring back either of Vanilla Lakes, since in Tour, they added igloos, which honestly makes the track more enjoyable. And there's that. Please stop bringing Mario Circuit 3 and Rainbow Road, Nintendo. And that's all my picks. Those are tracks I would choose for the next Mario Kart game. Obviously not all of them will make it, but it would be nice for some tracks to get the recognition it deserves. Leave a comment below which tracks you want Nintendo to bring back. And if you have a new course idea for the next game, feel free to share as well. Thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.